Look at this cute little baby bear. Look at this guy. He's still sleepy from this morning. So I actually never really finished vlogging yesterday, but it got a little bit hectic. His sleep situation was kind of all over the place yesterday. I don't know if I really talked much about the fact that he turned 5 months old yesterday, but it was the day before yesterday. But I meant to talk about it yesterday because obviously that's a big new milestone. He had such a big month between the sleep training and like learning to sleep through the night. Like he actually successfully sleeps through the night now, and his night weaning, getting a bunch of new teeth, moving out of our room, learning how to roll over onto his stomach from his back. Like he just learned and did so many things, like especially breaking 2 teeth, which I feel like is kind of like 5 months feels like it's kind of early for that. I mean, obviously I know all babies are different, but that just feels early. It just felt like a lot happened, and I don't know if we'll ever have like quite a big of a month as that, like learning to sleep through the night and in your own room and rolling over and sleeping on your belly and getting new teeth. And it just felt like a lot happened last month, but we're like so proud of him. He's learned and done so much. Oh, and eating solids. That was the other like huge thing from last month, like eating food for the first time. Like a lot of just firsts and big things happened last month, and I feel like, you know, obviously big things happen like every month with babies because they're growing and just developing so fast, but I feel like having that many firsts and big things all in the same month like doesn't happen, you know, all that often. Like it just felt like it was a lot. And he's also like on the verge of sitting on his own. Like he needs so little support to be able to sit on his own now. So we're very excited about that. I think we actually might break out the high chair this weekend, and also his little jumper thing. Baby, that's what we should do. I think we should get the high chair out too. We were saying yesterday, like once we put the high chair out, I feel like it'll never go away. Like we don't have a high chair in our kitchen. We obviously never have. And then I feel like once we put it out, it's gonna be out for like years because he's gonna be using it obviously for a very long time. And then, you know, theoretically by the time he stops, we'll hopefully, you know, have another kid that's using it. And I feel like once you have a high chair, depending on if you have obviously multiple kids, you just have high chairs in your kitchen forever. So that might be a first that we whip out today. Yeah, do you want to try your high chair? You do? So anyway, I kind of want to give like, I don't know, a little bit more of a recap of his like 5 months, even though I did a post. And if y'all have been watching the vlogs, I feel like you obviously would be like up to date, but just kind of like a summary of how big his, you know, last month was. And the fact that he is 5 months old now is crazy. And I think I might have already said in terms of the solids, he's tried 16. We did one more yesterday. So he's tried 16 different like foods in Solid Starts, which is the app we're using to track like what he's trying. That app is amazing. This is not sponsored. I love that app so much. It literally like allows you to track what they're trying, like when they tried it, did they have a reaction, did they like it, did they not like it. But it also gives you like serving suggestions, how nutritious it is, like whether it's a choking hazard, whether it's a common allergen, kind of like the health or like nutrition rating, and also like a bunch of serving suggestions based on how old they are and what kind of grasp they have and all the different things like that. It is so wildly helpful, and you can just track basically all the different things they've tried. So he has tried 16 different things so far by 5 months, which I think is so cool. I think we're gonna try to shoot for 100 by the time he's a year old. I don't know how realistic that is. I've heard people do that. So we're kind of excited to do that. He's been trying something new basically every single day. And just based on my research, I have read a whole bunch of books, and it says if you don't have allergies like in your family, you can try new things every day. And you know, as long as they're not reacting, they should be totally fine. Obviously, other than the common ones, which you should obviously space those out. So we haven't given him any major allergens yet, but I did get him yogurt, which I showed y'all yesterday in the haul. So that'll be, you know, a dairy thing to try, which we're excited about. But I never really ended up finishing vlogging last night. I showed y'all Ken making the cake, and then kind of had to like rush to get dinner done before my parents came over to watch the game. So we were just kind of like all over the place. I made pizza dogs, which is one of Ken's. Are you okay? Is one of Ken's favorite dinners. And then my parents came over and we kind of just like hung out. Cool, honestly, had to go to bed like pretty much right after they got here, so they got to like hang out with them for a couple minutes, and then I had to bring him up. We definitely need to keep his routine, at least for bedtime, as consistent as possible, because you know, he's still like kind of new to the whole sleeping through the night thing, and we just want to make sure we're keeping things as consistent as possible. And also because like I told y'all, he woke up at like 4:45 yesterday morning and didn't take any good naps. So like his cumulative sleep, you know, over the last 24 hours was very minimal. He didn't get get a lot of night sleep and he did not get a lot of day sleep. So I was like, this kid needs to go to sleep at his normal bedtime for sure. Like we cannot be staying up late tonight because we just didn't want to have a terrible night because he was overtired. Got him down very easily, like within 3 minutes of me walking out of the room, he was asleep, which is really, really good. And then this morning, however, he did wake up again, kind of similar. Yeah, he's so chatty. Kind of similar to last night. He woke up, or kind of similar to yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, like I said, he woke up at like 4:45. This morning, I think he woke up at like 5:15. And he was like crying like quite a bit. And it was just so weird. And I was like, I don't know if he's teething. I don't know if he's hungry. He shouldn't be hungry. He's still eating like on his same normal schedule plus his solids. So I feel like if anything, he should be less hungry. But I'm just wondering if because we kind of let him get up early yesterday morning at like 5:30, something like that, I wonder if, you know, just that one, you know, inconsistent thing that we did yesterday kind of like set him up to think that could happen again today. Oh no, it fell. But Ken, you know, just kept doing the pop-in, and I think it's probably more than half an hour. I want to say maybe like 40 minutes of kind of like him crying and Ken going in there and stuff. And then he fell back asleep, and I was like, okay, well, we need to at least leave him in there until he's supposed to be in there. I really wanted him to like fall back asleep and then wake up on his own so we could like do our normal schedule of like him waking up and me getting him, rather than him like kind of just being like done crying but still awake. So thankfully, like I said, he fell asleep again after like 30 or 40 minutes, and then he slept another 2 hours. He slept until almost 8. I think it was like 7:45. I'm hoping like he got enough sleep now, like, you know, even though he was awake for a chunk, I think cumulatively he got a good amount of sleep. And I think the fact that we didn't like, you know, give in and go get him early or feed him early, I think is, you know, setting him up to hopefully go back to his normal routine of like sleeping all the way until, bless you, bless you. Is that funny? He's so funny. Yesterday, we were just so off our schedule because he took his first nap at like 7:30. And that's normally when he'd be getting up for the day. So like everything was just weird. The naps were not good. The schedule was not good. Like it was just a weird situation to be in. But he wakes up happy and everything, which is really, really good. And we're feeling good this morning because since he went back to sleep for 2 hours, Ken and I just pretty much stayed awake. Like I said, it was like 5:30. And so we were like, whatever, we'll just get up at this point. And I kind of didn't expect him to sleep 2 more hours. Like I thought he was gonna maybe just like conk out for a little bit. And then when he woke up, I would go get him. But he didn't. So I literally got to like get ready, get my hair together, get dressed, kind of started like reorganizing some of my makeup stuff. I made the bed, I stayed in bed and read my book for maybe like 20 or 30 minutes, which typically I don't really read like during the daytime. I usually just read at night before we go to bed. I hung out, had like a slow morning, which again, I never get to do. I usually have to pop out of bed at like 6:30 or 7 when I hear him crying and I go get him. So it was very nice. Yeah, it was nice to have kind of a slower morning and having a little bit of time to myself, even though I kind of like miss him. When he's like not awake, I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying this, but also you can wake up now, I miss you. Anyway, that's what has gone down so far this morning. We're gonna go finish organizing some of my makeup stuff. Maybe I'll show you all that. And then I wanna show you a little haul, like I mentioned yesterday, of some athletic wear. It's just like a couple pieces, honestly. I had to send some back. Maybe I'll just actually end this video here, since this is kind of like just a continuation from yesterday's vlogging and just sort of like wrapping up that vlog. And then maybe I'll start a new video today and I'll include the little haul and stuff like I mentioned yesterday. So anyway, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start a new vlog now for like this weekend. Basically it's Saturday morning, so maybe I'll just do that because otherwise it's gonna be too much footage for one video, I have a feeling. So do you want to end the video with me? Do you want to sit up here and end the video with your mama? Okay, so afraid he's just gonna like spit up. He like burped while he was spitting up, so it was a ton. It was like the largest volume of spit up I think I've ever seen him do. It literally felt like Niagara Falls. It was like coming out of his mouth, and it was like not like projectile, but it was kind of forceful because he was like burping in the middle of it, and I'm so scared it's gonna happen again. Like his PJs are soaked, like even the foot, do you see this? Like the foot of his PJs are soaked. So we're gonna go get changed. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this vlog. If you'd like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here, right? And until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.